Literally every time I go to film, I keep hearing Mum come upstairs. I'm like, I'm so scared that she's gonna listen in here. These intros are never gonna get any easier for me, and I'm such a nervous Nelly. So I'm just gonna jump straight in. So I've been seeing loads recently on YouTube and Instagram of the fox eye trend, so I thought I would give it a little go. Also, I love how I've got this really nice top on, and then down below I've got my runners and sweatpants. So I'm going to jump straight in with my NARS Radiance Primer. I actually got this quite recently and I love it. It's so nice. I love a real dewy primer. I don't like my skin to look matte at all, so anything that's going to brighten the skin up and give it a nice glow, I'm all about that life. Once I've primed my skin, I'm going to go in now with the Makeup Atelier FLV3, I think that's what it is. So I get this from the Makeup Pro store, but oh my god, it is the most beautiful illuminator. Hopefully you can see that, but it just gives, maybe not, but it gives the most gorgeous glow to the skin. So what I like to do is just like to warm it up in my hands and use like a little stippling brush and then just go around the perimeters of my face. And then I like to bring it down the neck as well. So I don't know, hopefully it's picking up on camera, but it is just literally the most gorgeous base for underneath your makeup. So I'm going to use this, the Illamasqua Skin Base. I think this is in the, yeah, it's the shade 11.5. And then I'm going to mix the tiniest bit of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade light beige, so it's 118. So then I'm just going to mix those two colours together. So what I like to do is just like to paint that on with like a little small flat top brush. To be honest, I've really been loving makeup sponges like beauty blenders again. I tend to switch between foundation brushes and beauty blenders, but I don't know, there's just something about a beauty blender that I feel like it just gives you a way nicer coverage, and it really just pushes the product really nicely into the skin. I just really like to push this into the skin. What are we going to do next? We're going to use concealer. I'm going to take the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade 1. So, and then I just use that same brush that we used to apply the foundation and just put that right underneath your eyes and then bring it out here. Because we're doing like a really lifted eye, I just want to really exaggerate the concealer just to really highlight. Bring it all the way back to the temples, and then I like to bring it quite high up my nose just to slim down the nose, you know. I'm just going to take the same sponge but use the other end and then just pounce that into the skin. I love this concealer so much, and for being drugstore, I don't know, I just cannot look past it. I definitely feel like this lighting's wild, but anyway. Oh god, let's hope this isn't a fail. For cream contour, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in the shade F13. I'm going to use this little, it's like a wee dense, this is just like a really dense brush, so I like to use this to apply contour, so just to get a more precise line on the jaw and then on the temple. So I'm going to just use a stippling brush. I am just going to buff that in then to the cheeks. I like to bring it down the neck too, just to try and match everything up. I'm obsessed with the Illamasqua Skin Base. I love it, I just think it's such a staple. Between that with the Illuminator primer underneath, I think it just kind of gives you the nicest glow. Not a pore in sight. Don't come too close though. I don't like to powder too much, to be honest. I just hate my makeup looking matte. I hate it. The only place really that I like to set on my face is really underneath my eyes, just because my eyes crease so much, unfortunately. So what I like to do is I just like to look up and tap. Just really tap that concealer and make sure there's no creases, and then just keep looking up, because if you look down then you're going to get the creases again. And then just press the powder into the skin. That's literally all, that's all I set when it comes to powdering. And then for bronzer, I'm going to use the Note Terracotta Powder in the shade Caramel Cake. She dark, bro. I really like the look of this one because it's got like gold reflex through it. Just really make sure you're not going too heavy-handed with this. And then just focus that on the cheekbones. I am just gonna bring this bronzer right down my chest. I'm just gonna start building that up a wee bit more. Okay, so and then for blush, I'm going to use this little compact from Benefit. So it's got a little mini Hoola, a mini California blush and a cream highlighter. I'm going to take a small cheek brush and then just really lightly just put this on temples. Or no, not temple. Well, cheek. What? Just put it on your cheek. And then I just like to put a wee bit on my nose because I like a little sunburnt looking nose. What am I saying? Okay, so I'm going to go and do my brows off camera to save battery, and also because my brows are terrible, so please don't come at me. They really need threaded and I'm not. I refuse to pluck them. Bye. I am going to use tape. If you're going to use tape, probably better doing the eyes first and not your base. But I've just decided that I want to use tape last minute. So my god, this like brings me way back to old times. I feel nostalgic. I haven't done my makeup like this in so long. So what I do is I stick the tape just down on my arm and then just take it off just to sort of take any of the tackiness off the tape, just so you're not ripping at your eyes too much. So then I'm going to just line up with this. 2 seconds. Probably looks crazy. I'm going to just run with this. So I'm just going to take a really big fluffy brush, and what am I going to use for this? I'm just going to use this. So I'm going to use this Note bronzer. To be honest, I like using my bronzers as transition shades. Just going to throw that in to the crease. Again, just really extending out towards the temple. And just really build that up. So once you kind of get that built up to the intensity that you like, I'm going to use the Maybelline gel liners. I got this in the shade brown. Just going to use that. And then rub it on the back of my hand, and then we're going to sketch out the wing. I'm terrified. Terrified. So I'm just going to follow the line where the sellotape is. I'm going to bring it out quite long. For the one day that I need this to go well. So once you have that done, then I'm going to take a little bullet brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to smoke this out. So once that's blended, then I'm going to take the shade Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. Start to go over that line. Using a eyeshadow just really helps to smoke that out, and then I'm going to just actually take another little brush like this, get more of that same colour, and just really buff. So yeah, I always find these kind of wings, like especially if you're doing like a smoky wing, they do always tend to look a wee bit mental, but I promise if you just are patient with your blend. So I feel like I'm happy enough with how it's looking, so I can take off the tape. I hope, oh Jesus, please work. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm just going to take a beauty blender and just kind of go right under where that tape was. So in an ideal world, if you're using tape, do your eyeshadow first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same gel liner and then just put that into the waterline. Yeah, I just like to put that right into the waterline, and I like to bring it almost onto the lower lash line as well, just because I like my lower lash line to be super smoky. And then we're just going to take that same bullet brush, just smoke out that lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to take the bronzer again, on this little brush, and then just really diffuse the ends just so it doesn't look as harsh. I feel like I need to do a wee bit more in the inner corner. So I'm going to take a little Zoeva 231, and then I'm going to use Cocoa from the sheet from the LMD and Be Perfect palette. Put that on it and just stump that in, and then take another big blending brush and just really smoke that out. Okay, so I'm going to just go and do this on the other eye. Okay, so I just done basically what I did on the other side of the eye. I'm also going to take in some more of this gel liner and just tight line. Just bring it right into the inner tear duct. And then, oh my god, it's so bad. Oh. And then I'm just going to try and join the two together. So from the top lash line and then the lower lash line, again just bringing it right in to the tear duct. I will tidy that up in a second because I like to put lashes on, and then I feel like it gives you a good guide to go in and clean up. So I'm using these are from Eyler, I think. Yep, the Eyler London Luxe 3Ds. These are the 3D foam ink lashes. So I'm gonna just go off, stick these on, and then we'll tidy up. I actually really love these. I don't feel like for lashes with this kind of look that you need overly intense ones, because you still want to be able to see the eyeshadow. I just like anything that like really wings out at the side, because again that just helps to elongate your eyes and just help with that cat eye effect that we are going for. I love those, they're really nice. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and clean up now that we've got the lashes on. So I'm just going to take more of that gel liner and just tidy up the inner corners just on top of the lash line. I want to just extend the line ever so slightly. Just feel like if you do that, then it obviously gives you that more of that cat eye effect. I'm going to take more of Cocoa Bear on a little bullet brush again and just really smoke out the lower lash line, and then just bring it right up to where the wing is. To finish off, I'm going to take this is a highlighter from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, so it's like a beautiful gold, and then just do the same on the other side. So for lips, I'm going to use MAC Strip Down. Can we actually cope with the size of this? I can't deal. My hands are covered with eyeliner. So I'm going to use that to line the lips, and then I'm going to use Velvet Teddy, and I'm going to use Myth in the middle. So bear with me, my camera's going to die, so I'm just going to do this off camera. So that is the finished look. I just love a real smoked out, sultry wing cat eye with really nice fluffy lashes. So yeah, I actually really like it. So I hope it was informative. I hope you were able to follow on okay. I just kind of wing makeup looks, I feel like. It's just one big experiment. So yeah, I hope you liked this look, and I'll get thinking on what I'm going to do for my next one. Bye. Hello. 4 minutes. Oh. Oh my god, I can't speak. That's not even a proper sentence. I can't